So I wanted to talk about healing this week, in a way that I'm talking about my own healing. So my healing journey officially started in 2018. I didn't know that's what I needed until I was actually in it. I was looking to heal myself. I wasn't trying to heal nobody else. I was trying to heal myself. I wanted to look at myself through a lens of somebody else, which I did. So I started 2018. I actually had a job and was laid off. So I was laid off in beginning of 2018. And once that happened, it felt weird because it had never happened to me before. So when it happened, I had to take a moment and soak in it. That didn't take too long, but it did take me a few months to get a job, to get employed again. It took me from January to April, not August, to April. And I bring that up because recently I was like, I didn't realize it was going to take me this long to get employed. I haven't been employed since mid-March or late March. I believe March 22nd was my official last day at the place I just left. And here we are. Today's Thursday, June 5th. So it's been 2 months. And I'm like, okay, so is 3 my number? Is it going to happen? Or is 4 my number? Because like I said, I went from January to April. It was like I started mid-April at the company I was with in 2018. So I'm like, okay, just got to be patient. It may take 2 or 3 months. The problem is that I have bills to pay, just like most people. I have bills to pay. I have children to take care of, although one of them that lives with me is an adult and just recently got re-employed himself because he was also unemployed. He just got employed again recently. So which was awesome news. He was able to find a job. And here I am, I am applying to jobs that are purposeful. Like, I do not want to waste anyone else's time. I'm not going to waste my time anymore. I want to apply to jobs that are purpose-driven. Means that they are helping their community some way, somehow, whether that's their customers, their members, whether that's citizens of the community, the area. That's where I want to be. I truly believe my purpose is to help people. I am a Gemini Cancer. I'm a cusp. A Gemini Cancer cusp. June 21st. I have Gemini in my sign, in my birth chart 3 times. I have Cancer in my birth chart 3 times. So naturally, I said that to say this. I am a nurturer as a Cancer. I am a nurturer. As a Gemini, I am a communicator. I say I'm a communicator, but sometimes I don't want to communicate. It's too much because people don't communicate back. So I attempt to be that. I attempt to make sure that I am presenting myself in a way so that others can do the same thing. Doesn't always happen, whatever. I'm still going to be me. This is who I am. So I'm a nurturer. So I naturally want to help people. Naturally. I have learned to stop stepping in to help people. I keep my mouth closed a lot. And there are times where I'm like, should I have kept my mouth closed? And I'm like, yeah, why are you saying anything? I never regret opening my mouth for something. I never regret not opening my mouth for something because perception is real. And we have to realize that people perceive things in certain ways. So in my healing journey, that was one of the things. Perception. How is this person going to perceive the message that I am trying to deliver, get across, all of that? How are they going to perceive that? So in this healing journey, I navigate from a space where I want to be as authentic as possible. And to keep it 100, I don't know how to be anything else. I don't know how to be anything else. However, the reason why I say that is because not everyone is the same. I wouldn't talk to my mom the way that I talk to my brother. I wouldn't talk to my mom the way that I talk to my kids. I wouldn't talk to my kids the way that I talk to my mom. Like, that's what I mean. So for me, 2025, this healing journey has been more for self. At some point, I healed for myself, and then I stopped. So I started healing for others. I wanted to show up for others how I wanted somebody to show up for me. 2024 and 2025, that's not what I'm doing. I am not showing up for others as I want them to for me, because that isn't working in a lot of spaces. It's working in some and then not others. Let's say that. So I have no control over anybody else. I can only control me. So in that, and with that being said, I'm not going to be acting as if I want this person or these people to treat me this way. This is why I'm going to treat them that way. No. Doesn't mean I'm going to be nasty. Doesn't mean I'm going to be mean. Doesn't mean I'm going to be hateful. Doesn't mean I'm going to say something idiotic that could make things worse. Doesn't mean that. It means that I am being selfish. I'm thinking of me first. I'm thinking about me first. I'm thinking about nobody else. I'm thinking about me. And because if I don't do that, then I get pushed to the back. Again, I'm not doing it. Healing is all about knowing what you should do, when you should do it, how you should do it, why you're doing it. And whatever else is a W. Just saying. So for me, I am attempting to be a better person in this healing journey. I went off track again. I did. 2025. So healing for me, 2025. I didn't make any real goals for 2025, with the exception of working for an organization that has purpose, that is purpose driven. At first, I used to say mission driven, and I see a lot of people put that on their resume. And then I'm like, I sat here one day, I want to say it was in February, and I'm like, what does that mean? What does that mean to me? And as a person on the outside, if I say to a interviewer, I want to work for a mission-driven organization, it's like their mission can be something that doesn't even align with me. And I'm telling you, I want to work. Every organization has a mission. They have a mission statement. So that's how I looked at it. But then I had to change it. I'm like, that doesn't sound right. So I changed it to purpose-driven. You have to have purpose. You have to be helping people in some way that aligns with me. With me, and when I say with me, clearly I'm a woman of color. I am a Black woman. I identify as a Black woman. I'm a Black woman raising Black kids. I have a Black mother. I have a Black dad. I have Black family members. With that said, I also have family members that are of different races in my life. Of different races in my life. We don't all look the same. So I want to work for an organization, a company that has a purpose. To say that I'm not going to accept a job right now, I will accept a position that allows me to pay my bills. However, the goal would be to continue to look for something that aligns with my purpose, and that is helping people. That is helping people get to a new level of their life. But when I say helping people, I want to help people add value to their life. That's me healing, and I feel like that is my purpose. I want to help people add value to their life, because there were times where there were people in my life that added value to me, whether it was something, a piece of advice that they gave. It could have been something that they were saying to somebody else. It could have been something that was on the radio There is a message in almost everything. That's how I look at it. And I say that because a lot of times I'll ask a question, and it could be God, I could be talking to my ancestors, I could be talking to myself. I ask a question because I'm genuinely curious about something. And I may not have looked it up. It was just like, oh, I was vacuuming and something popped in my head. I will listen to a podcast, or I will go on YouTube and get an answer to my question. And at first I thought I was tripping. Some years ago, I thought I was tripping. I'm like, no. There's a reason why you're getting these messages. There's a reason these messages are coming because you're asking a question. And a lot of times I'll ask these questions and I'll go online and look it up and still can't get an answer. And end up down a rabbit hole that I shouldn't have been down. And now I'm a conspiracy theorist. Now I'm over here like, I'm not even going to say nothing crazy because somebody may think something weird. So we're not going to do that. But that's the goal for me. In order for me to continue to heal, because this healing journey will never stop. It will never stop. Healing looks different for everybody. It looks different for me, and it looks different for you. If I don't cut it out, I will always be on a healing journey because I am always trying to be better than I was the day before. I'm always trying to be a better person, not a perfect person, a better person. I used to be mean and unhappy. Mean and unhappy is not a good thing. And I've had some sad days in this unemployment journey. I've had some very happy days in this unemployment journey. I know that something is going to come to me, and it's going to be the best thing that I have ever. This is going to be the best thing that I have ever done in my professional career. I know it is. Me walking away because I know something is not good for me is going to be the best thing that I've ever done in my professional career. For my mental health. I'm hoping that I don't have to do this again, but I know that if I do, the plan will be different. The plan will be better at that time. So, because I walked away from this job and didn't have much of a plan, I just knew I had to leave. Because, you know, what they say, a hard head make a soft behind. And I wasn't trying to make my behind soft, respectfully. I don't need to learn the hard way. I've done that before. I don't need to learn the hard way. When God speaks, I listen. Now, I didn't listen that first time because I'm like, maybe it's just a message. But when that message came again, a few weeks later, I knew that message was for me. And I literally cried. I was in the mirror because I was watching this YouTube video. And I was in the mirror, and I think I was getting ready for work. Or I was getting ready to go to the gym. I was getting ready for work because that's too early. When I work, I go to the gym way too early to be watching anything early in the morning. So I must have been getting ready for work. And I said, I got to quit my job. I'm going to quit my job. I literally stood in the mirror and was like, yeah, you gonna quit your job. I didn't do it that day. Less than a week. It was a Thursday when I said, you gonna quit your job. That Tuesday came and I was on a train to work and I said, this is a sign. Because the train was delayed or something. I said, yep, this is a sign. Today is the day. And that day was the day that I told my director that was over me, I don't want to do this no more. I'm not happy, is what I said. I'm not happy, and I feel myself becoming a mean person at home, which is important to me, at home. And I'm not going to be mean to my children. Then I proceeded to tell them, I feel myself becoming a mean person to my coworkers, and I am not that person. They don't deserve that. So I'm going to have to leave. My director said that they understood. And I believe that spoke more words than they believe it did. It spoke more words than they believe it did. So that's probably the most I'm going to give about my past position, because I don't want to be, it's not that I don't want to relive it, because I relive it often. It's that I don't want to continuously put it out in the universe. It's already in my mind when I'm thinking about it. There is nothing that I would change. There is nothing that I would change. I met some wonderful people working there. I did some wonderful things working there. So I'm not going to speak negatively about them. In my healing journey, I have removed myself from Instagram and Snapchat. And Facebook, I'm not on Facebook as much as I used to. Not as much as I was on Instagram and Snapchat. Snapchat, I enjoy watching videos of family and friends, and also watching like fitness influencer videos. I like that on Snapchat. Now I do that on YouTube. But on Instagram, I changed my algorithm. I changed those people who I follow, because I can't follow the shade room if I'm on a healing journey. That's just me. I don't know about nobody else. Please don't pay attention to my nails, because they are raggedy. But that's just me. I can't follow the shade room. And I say that because that means I can't follow anything that's similar to that, because that is not good for my healing. That will take you back. It will take you back to these unpleasant memories of relationships, whether they're with a partner, their friends, their business, their professional. Though I don't want to do that. So right now I am what some will call fasting from those social media channels until I get a job, until I find a purposeful position, because right now I don't have the bandwidth. I don't have that for social media. I don't have room for the negativity. I just don't. And I don't wish I did. But to get my entertainment, I watch Hulu and Peacock and HBO. And lately I watch YouTube. I love that I was able to change my algorithm on every social media platform that I use, including YouTube. I don't consider a social media platform, because you don't get to really interact as fast as Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. It's not I feel like it's almost not real time. It's not the same. You can argue with somebody in the comments on YouTube, but it gives, why are we doing that? So, like I said, I am on a healing journey, and I mean it. I mean what I say. I'm on a healing journey. I'm not a big journaler. Like, I try to be that person, but I'm not. I read the journal prompts, and I may go through them in my head. And recently I wrote some down. That's why I was flipping through this book earlier on here. But recently I wrote some down, and that was more of for goals for 2024. But yeah, I'm not a big journaler. This is not what I'm doing. I already have to write for class. I don't want to write for myself. Not only that, then it's like, what do I do with the books after that? Am I supposed to burn them? I live in a condo. I live in a condo. I don't have a balcony where I can use my barbecue grill to burn my journals, because I have journals like hidden in this room. Not that they have anything juicy in them, but they ain't nobody's business. But anyway, this video is already long enough, and I didn't mean for it to be that long. So I will close it out and say, if you are on a healing journey, I wish you well. Navigating your 40s on a journey is bad enough with all the things you have going on. So if you're on a healing journey, I wish you well. And if you have tips, please leave tips for me. I am all about the chakras. I was told that my root chakra was blocked earlier this week, and last weekend. Whatever. Whatever day you're watching this video. I was told 5 days ago. that my root chakra is blocked, and I have been doing things to block it. When I tell you I feel better, and I actually thought most of them were blocked. But when I tell you healing my root chakra has been one of the best things for me, I feel like a bird. I feel so free. I feel so free since starting to unblock my root chakra. I feel so free. And I know people who say once you clear your chakras up, you will feel different. They did not lie. So on your healing journey, like I said, I'm wishing you well. Leave me some tips and talk to you next time.